Hi Leos, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for your time stopping by. Thank you to all my subscribers, I really appreciate that. And if you could make comments, I can personally say hi to you. What we're doing today, Leo, is doing our slight past, present and near future. Then we're going to look at an animal oracle card just to consolidate the whole reading. So, Leos, what do we need to know on the 10th of July? What do we need to know? Leos, 10th of July. Okay. Right then, Leo. So we have an overall influence card being the Hermit, Leo. The Hermit. So this will tell a story of today of how we need to go inside to draw out not only the inner strength but the inner wisdom of why we're here. You see the moth or the butterfly that's been drawn to the light, and that's what our soul is trying to do today. It's trying to connect to a higher source, a higher energy, to really amplify in our life exactly what's going on. So we'll have a look. We'll have a look what's going on and why we need to go inside. So for Leos, there's a in-depth conversation with ourselves. So going internally, asking ourselves questions, but also communicating with other people perhaps, not on an over-analytic, but on more of a wisdom stage. Maybe connecting to our family, our friends, people we work with, and just really communicating. I know this card is usually take time out to be alone, but this card is all about the wisdom. So I believe, Leos, that you've got a lot of wisdom and communication today to be able to teach others just where you've been. You may teach them the ropes, so to speak. So if you're a leader, then teaching the other people exactly what you're doing, like work or things like that. There's an aspect here, Leo, of working really hard for the greater good of the team, of the people you work with, or even in your family, working as a team. How can you achieve in your home life as well something for the greater good of the whole? Maybe for some of you, it might be underspending a little bit at the moment to make way for another time where you can all spend money together, because this is shown in this card with the Four of Autumn. Sitting on your money but not spending the money kind of doesn't make the flow of money come in and out. But it also, because of this card, I am picking up that to be a little bit not overspending at the moment is probably a wise decision for Leos at this moment in time. Moving on to the present, we've got balance, Nine of Spring and Five of Spring. So with balance comes, comes responsibility, comes a sense of yin yang with the black and the white, and to merge together. So again, pulling together all resources at this moment in time, really finding the clarity that's needed to be able to stay in the herd, so to speak. So what are you actually working as a whole? Because here it's about moving forward, but here is sorting things out. So for the greater good as a whole, then this communication has to be key. If you're the leader or the supervisor or the manager or something like that, or in charge of yourself to be able to lead a team, show a team, work within a team, what needs to be sprung away? it's like committing on a deeper level than ever before. But something needs to be sorted out. And what could be sorted out is finances. Finances are very important. So as an individual, if you are overspending again, that needs to be looked at in a kind of methodical way. 5 of autumn, 8 of winter, and 2 of winter. So 5 of autumn here is almost like a yin-yang aspect, because this creature was a mermaid. It wasn't a mermaid, but it was seen as a mermaid. So you've got the emotional side and the head side. So there is an aspect here of balance, but with that, definitely. But it's about the perseverance when things are challenging and difficult, and unfortunately they kind of are displaying that. Maybe overworking. Have you got 2 jobs? Have you got 3 jobs? Are you just trying to start all these jobs that are just not financial stable at the minute? So this is causing an aspect of 8 of winter being locked up and not locked up within the mind, finding new knowledge. This is why it's important to go deeper than ever before to communicate what it is that you feel you need to communicate. This is where the balance becomes between the 2 aspects of the ocean of your feelings. So the bird escapes from the cage and goes to talk to the other 2 birds that got their life in order. So the overthinking and the kind of trapping ourselves in a situation that no longer needs to be trapped is the aspect of today. So making the decision of either leaping forward into the pan, out of the pan into the fire kind of aspect. And now we see why the Hermit card's here, because taking the time out to find the wisdom to be able to either move forward in a painful scenario, move away from something that you started but it's not working, is also a challenge and a decision. So say for instance there's not enough money around in this new venture, and you're very negative about the aspect, and the decision to whether keep it or move on, it's going to be down to how you see yourself in that situation, because this reading for that particular answer to that question I just asked isn't clear. So the reason why it's not clear is because it's just not ready. I'll do the animal card to see if it is ready. But the 8 of spring does say that you do work hard. So if you are working on this new venture of yours that you're doing and the money isn't flowing, maybe that's an aspect that you need to look at. Am I being too fearful of overspending because there isn't enough money to put into this project? Do you see what I mean? So only you know the answer to that. But there is a set of thinking that's not allowing that process to move and flow. So this is why the answer to the bigger picture isn't quite there. That's why the Hermit was there. Be alone, really gather everything that you need to gather before trapping yourself in that cage again. It's a bit of a concern, isn't it? Right, let's have a look at everything moves, everything changes. At least you try. So what animal do we need to know, Leos, today? Leo. Please help our Leos. Accept happiness and good fortune. So that's good, isn't it? In light of that particular reading, accept happiness and fortune. So that's excellent news when we're trying to trap us in a situation of the mind. If we can allow, so that was an answer. So accepting that we've got the ability, accepting the good fortune and accepting happiness will come when we realise we have got that inner power, that inner strength to communicate on a deeper level to us that we can do it. So sorting out what needs to be sorted and jumping in, having the right balance between, oh, I'm working too hard and I'm not getting anything back from it, but this is saying accept good fortune and joy. So it's all about self-belief, isn't it? So being in two minds and thinking, well, there's not money, it's not happening, whatever you're telling yourself, is now a time to put it down and accept that things are going according to plan. So I hope that really helps, Leo, and lots of love to you. Do take care, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you.